Come on, bro, we live.
All right. Shalom, Ma'akim.
Shalom.
Hey, we would like to start off by giving our honor and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahushua, by Shor, Hakodash. Double honors to our elder apostles and elder bishops of Great Millstone who rule well. Peace and blessings to the house of David the elect. I was a Zahavi to my right. All right. And today we're going to go into a live stream entitled, Thinking Outside the Box, Having an Abundance Mindset. So while I'm recording in my phone, which you're going to see in production, Elder Kazak Allah, Salak. Elder Kazak Allah is going live in his phone. All right, if you want to just go into it, brother.
Khan, and basically we get into the topic of having an abundance mindset and thinking outside the box. Because see, America, Babylon the Great, this captivity, the worst captivity that the nation of Israel has ever experienced, has limited the mindset of the Israelite man to where we think that we're supposed to settle for any and everything, and that's not so. Like that's not what the Lord wants for us. Because, as the elder brother Sahab mentions, and it stuck with me, it resonates with me ever since he said it, we are many most highs. We're the most highs, many me's. So, the Lord ain't gonna be evil to himself. He wants better for his sons. And through the Spirit, I had a little rant this morning, which is, inspired, me and the elder speaking about this topic right here. And I was mentioning how a lot of Jake are gonna have to leave Eve behind, because Eve can hinder your growing process in the truth, and really stop you from greatness. Because see, our women, they're like wardens or prison guards. They want to basically keep us on the plantation, spiritually. And we're in the mindset of leaving Babylon, but they want to stay here. And a lot of Jake, they're afraid to leave Eve. And we're not saying you should leave your woman if your woman doing you right. But a lot of Jake are afraid to leave a bad situation because they have their mindset. And I've been there. You got your mindset on this one woman. But see, it's a whole earth. And this lesson is not just going into, women, but just there's a whole earth out here, man. We got to stop thinking small. You got your mindset on this one woman, bro. We about to inherit the kingdom of heaven. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, the Lord, he wants us to think big, man. We speak about, how we're going to inherit, the universe pretty much. Hey, Yahushua said he has all power in heaven and the earth. And he said in his Father's house, which is the universe, are many mansions. So why would you be so caught up? Like we get so caught up in minuscule things that don't get close to comparing to what we're about to inherit, man.
And this is a beautiful point being made, because we've been institutionalized in relationships.
Yep. We've
been institutionalized in jobs. These little go to work, go home jobs, these little box plant jobs. We've been institutionalized in a little box to where you'll forget that you're living inside of a great expanse called the planet Earth. And one thing the 12 tribes don't do, especially the Southern Kingdom, is that they don't travel. Yep. And I'm a victim of that. And every time I leave, I forget, like, dang, it's a life outside of here.
Yeah.
It's a world outside of the world I live in. And not that it's all about let's go to different countries,
right,
but just the United States in itself, and thinking outside the box. And Eve is a warden, all right? She's a warden because she wants to keep you inside of your little community. She wants to keep your mind inside the nigga box.
Yeah.
If you decide to grow your hair out, Eve might have a problem with that. You don't have a hairline. Eve might have a problem with that. You don't wear Jordans. Eve might have a problem with that. Yep. You start cleaning yourself up off those niggerisms. Eve might have a problem with that. So we know in the spirit, Eve is set up to keep you in that dead state, man.
Yeah, man. And she's Esau Edom's pit bull.
Yep.
Because see, it all goes back to the serpent and Eve, that pact they made in the garden. That's why y'all hear us speak on, our women so much, because this is ancient, what we're speaking on, man.
Yep.
And we're seeing it play out today. But it's funny that the elder had mentioned that, because, some of us brothers, we had went to DR, which, that's not important. But, we had went to the Dominican Republic, a few years back. But see, when we got to the Atlanta airport, we got to our connecting flight. Basically, on our way to the international area, you know, it was a so-called black woman that worked in the airport. I believe she worked for TSA, but she asked us, are we lost? Because we was going to the international area. Basically, she's like, these niggas, like, where you going?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You lost?
Yeah.
Well, y'all, I'm trying to remember exactly how she had said it. Y'all okay? Y'all going the wrong way. She said something like that. But basically, they can't look at us bigger than what America made us out to be.
Yep.
Who are y'all to travel? Who are you to do anything, you know, outside of what the American stigma makes you out to be?
Right.
You know?
Hey, it's that nigga bite. Hey, brothers were literally stepping outside of the prison. You know, they were stepping outside of their gun line. But then, as it was said before in another lesson, there's a gun line inside of our mind, and that gun line creates restrictions.
Yep.
You know, who said that you had to be subject? And not saying that brothers should start multiplying women, but there's no such thing as a relationship in the Bible. You know, there's no such thing as a woman has the right to check your phone, man, which is really a parole officer. You know, there's no such thing as you cheating on a woman. So really, you're institutionalizing yourself. You're further imprisoning yourself.
And that's a funny point, too, because as Elder Pastor Ricard mentioned, the woman will be so quick to want to check your damn phone, but you try checking her shit.
Yep.
And see how that goes.
So why would you, right? So it gets to a point, you know, we have to play certain roles in Babylon, but it gets to a point, it's like, well, why would you put yourself in a situation that's inconsistent with what the Most High is making you out to be? Mm-hmm. The Most High is forging us to be kings and rulers and princes, but why would you have to leave that when you leave camp and go back to this little prison situation? Like I said, brothers got women, you know, but one thing we notice about Eve, she's called a nigger woman because she's never evolved. She's stuck in this little primitive, this little basic state, man. And she thinks that Jake is in this, she wants you to be inside that same little basic state, man.
Yeah. And then a point that you made before, you know, it's a lot of Jakes, man, and not talking down on Jake, but see, you got to broaden your horizon. It's a lot of Jakes, to be honest, you never left your city, man.
Yep.
And that's not the way to be. You know, scriptures speak about a man that traveled, have much experience. Now, you don't got to leave the damn country. I mean, as we see, Esau Edom, he bringing that NWO with a fury. So, I mean, it's pretty much travel restrictions right now anyway, unless, you know, you're getting tested all the time, or, you know, you got to get the juice. Or let's say if, you know, you leave the country, you didn't get the juice, but you come back in, you got to be quarantined and shit. Anybody got time for that? But basically, you know, just step outside of your comfort zone, man, and just see, once again, it's a whole earth. You see, you know, we on a reservoir, just, you know, just giving an example, and it's beautiful out here. You know, get into the elements, man. You know, just leave that black culture paradigm that Esau Edom put us in, man.
Yep, and who cares how you look, man? Like I said, Jake stuck in a box, man. I remember I used to I had a bike rack on my car in my